Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a potato cheese bread, starting off with 3 cups of all-purpose flour, to which I'll be adding 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a half of a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Once those are whisked together, I'll be adding in 1/4 cup of chopped chives. Next in goes 1 cup of freshly shredded cheese, cheddar cheese. I'm using an Applewood smoked cheddar, but any cheddar would work here. You could even go for like a pepper jack. That would be amazing in this also. Now that I have the dry ingredients combined, I'll be setting those over to the side and bringing in 2 cups of milk, to which I'll be adding a half of a cup of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 egg, and 3/4 of a cup of mashed potatoes. These are potatoes that I cooked up yesterday, and then I just removed them before I added any milk or butter into the mashed potatoes that I was making. Once everything's stirred together, it gets added into the dry ingredients. I've mixed this just until everything comes together. I don't want to overwork it and end up with a tough bread. And I'll be transferring it into a loaf pan that I've liberally sprayed with cooking spray. The only ingredient I have left is 1/4 cup of sharp cheddar cheese, and that's going to come into play a little bit later on in the baking process. For now, I'm going to be popping this into a 375-degree oven where it's going to bake for about 60 to 65 minutes. The bread still has about 10 more minutes of baking time left, but I've gone ahead and pulled it out to add 1/4 cup of the shredded cheddar cheese onto the top of it. That's going to go back in the oven and it'll be allowed to melt over that last 10 minutes. Once the potato cheese bread came out of the oven, I did allow it to cool on a wire rack for about 45 minutes just to allow it to come down to room temperature, and now all I have left to do is try it out. It smells incredible. I get little whiffs of that smoked cheddar that I've used along with the chives. I really like the flavors going on here. I get little hints from the chive every once in a while. There's a subtle underlying flavor of potato, and every once in a while I'll get that little tang from the sour cream that I added in. I really like the cheese that I've used here. I get that predominantly smoky flavor. I also still think this would work really well with like a pepper jack or maybe even a jalapeno, or not jalapeno, but a habanero style cheese. I think that would be really good. Have a little spicy bite every once in a while. Overall, absolutely incredible recipe and something I can see myself making over again. I definitely think this would be a really good toasted in the morning with some scrambled eggs or something. Maybe turn it into an impromptu sandwich. Overall, I definitely recommend this recipe, and unfortunately that is going to be it for me for the day. So if you've enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. If you tried this recipe out, let me know how it turned out for you, and as always, thank you all so very much for joining me today. I've been Valker. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.